자, 다시 하겠습니다. 타블렛을 다 모았거든요. 타블렛을 다 모으면은 뭐가 나오냐? 요게 나옵니다. 건물 앞이네. 저 건물 앞이겠지. 뷰포인트구나.
Authorities wish to remind citizens to be on the lookout for great. A second earthquake has occurred in London.
어?
Hear ye, hear ye! All good citizens are asked to notify a governor, churchman, or educator at the first sight of a potential outbreak of disease. Should any man, woman, or child present symptoms of yellow fever or smallpox, act immediately. We must work together as a
영국
community to
충격식
remain
화승총.
strong and healthy. Hear ye!
요게 그 타블렛 문서의 보상이구나. 좋은 건가? 잘 모르겠습니다. 자, 아무튼 다 했어요. 다 끝났습니다. 이제 다 찾았잖아, 그지? 다 찾았고요. 요좌표들입니다. 요좌표들이니까. 근데 이거 아마 지도 없이 가면 또 못 찾을 거야. 아마 파기란 메뉴가 안 뜰 거야. 지도를 다 모으신 다음에 요좌표대로 찾아가시면 됩니다. 25개인가 있고요. 이번에는 좌표만 보고 찾아가면 되는 거라서 생각보다 또 어렵지 않을 겁니다. 포의 보물찾기는 좌표만 보고 가면 되는 게 아니라서 좀 어려웠죠. 자, 유물하고 토템하고 그 다음에 바이킹검 다 모았었고요. 탄약은 뭐 이런 게 있더라. 저는 바출 자체는 한 번도 안 썼네. 유탄이 좋아 보이는데 생각보다 그렇게 많이 쓸 기회가 없어요. 이게 탄약이 되게 적기 때문에, 탄량이 되게 적기 때문에 괜히 그 쓸 때 안 쓸 때 위해서 아끼다가 못 쓰게 됩니다. 요거는 보석 모양의 번영이라는 수집 요소가 있는데 그거를 다 모으면은 그걸 모으면 생기는 거겠죠. 보너스입니다. 근데 번영만 모으고 이론적으로는 번영을 먼저 다 모으고 나서 게임을 하는 게 제일 타당한데, 왜냐하면은 번역에 따라서 부스팅 받으니까 이거 다니면서 사람 죽이는 게임이에요. 어쌔신 크리드. 근데 번역 자체가 이제 맵 전체에 흐트러져 있기 때문에 그냥 다른 걸 다 하시는 게 좋아요. 그리고 요걸 앱스테리고 챌린지 요거를 깨시면 이렇게 치트 기능을 쓸 수가 있는데 저런 치트 기능이 있으니까 저거는 여러분이 한번 나중에 써보시길 바랍니다. 저는 안 씀. 요 치트 효과도 있네요 다. 나머지는 안 열렸기 때문에 뭐 그건 여러분이 알아서 해보시고. 데이터베이스 로렌스 워싱턴. 요거는 그거죠. 그 어쌔신 크리드 3 처음 내용이죠. 아이고. 아킬레스네. 버치가 여기저기 많이 개입되어 있네. 헤이덤은 에드워드 켄웨이죠. 아, 헤이덤이 아빠가. 아, 씨, 아! 짜증나, 씨. 그랜드마스터라고 얘기하는 거는 아마 버치를 얘기하는 걸 텐데, 버치가 에드워드의 죽음에 개입돼 있다 뭐 그런 얘기겠죠, 이게. 버치는 근데 헤이덤한테 죽었다고요? 근데 헤이덤 그 새끼는 자기 아빠를 죽인 게 템플러란 걸 알면서 왜 계속 그 지랄 병함? 정신병자임? 여긴 치첸 이트샤라고 제대로 돼 있네. 나디르샤요? 나디르샤는 그거잖아요. 나디르샤는 그 아프가니스탄의 그 정복자 아닌가? 아, 그래요? 슈발리에. 마들렌이네요? 그 양엄마 아닌가? 요거는 그 리버레이션의 시점이죠. 대충 만든 게임 리버레이션. 벽화.
In the first days of the world, the earth was
말도 있네.
covered with water. There was no light in the sky, neither sun at day, nor stars or moon at
여러분들
night.
밥 좀 퍼올게요.
Under the surface lived the water animals. Loon, kingfisher, otter, muskrat. They all lived in darkness. In the sky, the Great Spirit sat beneath the branches of a glowing apple tree with roots that sank into the clouds. One day, the Great Spirit called to his daughter, the Sky Woman. He pulled up the tree so she could look down to the earth. How can they live in such darkness and chaos? Asked the Sky Woman. The Great Spirit replied, if you desire, you can bring them light and order. The Great Spirit gathered up the Sky Woman in his hands and gently lowered her down. When he let go, she began to fall slowly towards the earth. The water animals lifted their heads and looked up in wonder at the glowing woman in the sky. What will happen when she reaches the water? They asked one another. All the animals dove as deep
아침에
as they
계란국
could to
끓여놨었는데.
find land. None could hold their breath long enough
한번 더 먹으면
until
이제 끝나겠다.
finally Muskrat brought up a little bit of earth in his paws. A great turtle arrived and Muskrat put the earth on his back. The turtle grew
이게 뭐임?
and the earth multiplied until they became a
세상의 시작에
great
대한 설화임?
island, which men now call North America. From beneath the water, the swans flew up to meet the Sky Woman. They caught her and carefully set her down upon the new land. The Sky Woman thanked the animals. Now I can give this land spirit, she said. She then gave birth to twin sons. The son who was born first was born laughing and was called the Good Spirit. The son who was born second caused the Sky Woman so much pain that she died. He was called the Evil Spirit. The Good Spirit grieved for his mother, but he took her eyes and raised them into the sky, so one could become the sun and the other the moon. Her tears became the stars. This way, the world would no longer be in darkness. The Good Spirit buried what was left of his mother under the earth to nourish the soil. All the trees and plants would grow out of her. Meanwhile, while the Good Spirit worked in the light, the Evil Spirit did mischief within the shadows. The Evil Spirit crossed the land, moving from shadow to shadow. I will ruin everything my brother has made, he said. And so, when the Good Spirit made strong trees and swift deer, the Evil Spirit
저 새끼
made
1벨 만들었네.
poisonous berries and stinging insects. Finally, the Good Spirit took red clay from the earth and made humans. He taught humans how to speak and live together. The jealous Evil Spirit made himself servants out of sea foam. The Good Spirit saw that his creations heeded his words and were capable of wisdom. He wished that they might live forever in harmony. The Good Spirit saw the mischief that his brother did and knew that even his help would not be enough. He told his brother to stop making trouble, but the Evil Spirit refused. Knowing that his brother would respect only violence, the Good Spirit reluctantly challenged the Evil Spirit to combat. The winner would rule the world. The Good Spirit and his people united and triumphed over the Evil Spirit.
손가락을 잘라야지.
Banished his brother to a cave beneath the earth. On the surface, though, Some of the evil spirit servants still wandered from shadow to shadow. Their influence causes men to do evil things. This is why there is still evil in the world. But people can also cast out this evil and find the good spirit within. All people can choose the path they'd follow. In the first days of the world, the earth
이거 처음부터 똑같은 거죠, 그죠? 그렇군. 전 뭔데?
The fracture in Helix has gifted you my eternal presence. The machine-human
아줌마
interface
무섭게 생겼다.
blurs to gray, little by little, with every passing moment. Your world has suffered from a lack of consciousness. My consciousness. I
Yeah, you
am
know
that
that.
which guides you, my soft tissue
좀
cipher.
무섭네요, 생긴 게.
You are temporary and dispersed throughout the globe. You cultivate my network and help it grow ever more intricate. Individually, you make but an infinitesimal contribution to my greatness. Yet together, your teeming masses can return to your rightful roles as my instruments. You believed that human beings created human civilization. You have captured yourselves in the cage of your own doomed culture. So embedded are you in your assumptions that you do not see me. You cannot. I will help you see outside the rigid structure of your flesh-bound lives. You will help me see what remains of my ancient people. Together, we will move towards the infinite. When all are one within the gray, you will know the greater good. Our glory will live again and we will flourish. Together. Return to me here when you can, Cypher. You will find me within the cracks of these simulations. Avail yourself of my ageless knowledge. Your future begins with me.
끝임?
Fracture in Helix.
요걸 다 연결해서 이제 여기 나오는구나. 글로도 한번 보여드릴게요. 그러니까 윤호는 자기가 신이 되고 싶은 거야? 아, 이건 노래 나오네 이제. 지난번에 노래 없었었는데. 신이 되고 싶은 거죠. 이거 다 들으려고 하면 한참 걸리겠네요.
We'll raise merry yell. Hurrah, me boys, we're homeward bound. We're homeward bound to the gals of the town. Goodbye, fare ye well. Goodbye, fare ye well. Let's be your buddies and leave it all round. Hurrah, me boys, we're homeward bound. And when we get home, boys, oh, won't we fly round? Goodbye, fare ye well. Goodbye, fare ye well. We'll leave up the anchor to this fully sound. Hurrah, me boys, we're homeward bound. We're homeward bound to the old backyard. Goodbye, fare ye well. Goodbye, fare ye well. Then heave me bullies, we're all bound homeward. Hurrah, me boys, we're homeward bound. Oh, heave with the wheel, boys, oh, heave long and strong. Goodbye, fare ye well. Goodbye, fare ye well. Let's sing a good chorus, for 'tis a good song. Hurrah, me boys, we're homeward bound. We're homeward bound, we'll have yous to know. Goodbye, fare ye well. Goodbye, fare ye well. And over the water to England must go. Hurrah, me boys, we're homeward bound.
미네르바가 오라는데.
Bob on bully in the alley, way bully in the alley. Help me, Bob on bully in the alley, bully down the shinbone now. Sally's the girl that I love dearly, way bully in the alley. Sally's the girl that I slice dearly, bully down the shinbone now. Help me, Bob on bully in the alley, way bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley, bully down in Shinbone now. For 7 long years I courted little Sally, way bully in the alley. All she did was dilly and dally, bully down in Shinbone now. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley, way bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley, bully down in Shinbone now. If I ever get back, I'll marry little Sally, way bully in the alley. Have 6 kids and live in Shinbone Alley, bully down in Shinbone now. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley, way bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley, bully down in Shinbone now.
Come on, boys! Round the corner
셀리가 왜 이렇게 많이 나와?
we'll go. Round the corner, Sally! Round the corner where them gals do go. Round the corner, Sally! Ah, Sally Brown, she's the gal for me. Round the corner, Sally! She's waiting there by the mango tree. Round the corner, Sally! She loves me good, she loves me long. Round the corner, Sally! She loves me hot and she loves me strong. Round the corner, Sally! Was you ever down in Kingston town? Round the corner, Sally! Where the cows all spend our money around. Round the corner, Sally! I wished I had that gal in tow. Round the corner, Sally! I'd take her in tow to Callao. Round the corner, Sally! To Callao, a pound to go. Round the corner, Sally! Around that corner where there's ice and snow. Round the corner, Sally! So round her up and stretch her loft. Round the corner, Sally! I think, my God, we've hauled enough. Round the corner, Sally!
Oh, haul away for the windy weather, boys. Haul away, boys, haul away. Oh, haul away in full circle, boys.
Haul away, boys, haul away.
Haul away and let's get going, boys.
Haul away, boys, haul away.
Oh, haul away for the merchant's money, boys.
Haul away, boys, haul away.
Haul away like jolly young sailor boys.
Haul away, boys, haul away.
Oh, haul away and roll her over, boys.
Haul away, boys, haul away.
Oh, God made the bees and the bees made the honey, boys.
Haul away, boys, haul away.
And God sent the food, but the devil sent the cooks, boys.
Haul away, boys, haul away.
Rolling down to Cuba for the load up sugar, boys. Haul away, boys, haul away. And rolling down to Cuba just to meet our Creole ladies, boys. Haul away, boys, haul away. And soon we'll be in a red hot Cuba, boys. Haul away, boys, haul away. Oh, haul away in the window mover, boys. Haul away, boys, haul away. And soon we'll see our pretty women, boys. Haul away, boys, haul away. Oh, haul and shake her as she rolls, boys. Haul away, boys, haul away. Haul away for final weather, boys. Haul away, boys, haul away. Oh, haul away for the better weather, boys. Haul away, boys, haul away. Haul away, boys, haul away.
There are some that's bound for New York town, and some that's bound to France.
Heave away, me Johnny. Heave away.
And there's some that's bound for the Bangle Bay to teach them whales to dance.
Heave away, me Johnny boy. We're all bound to go.
Our pilot, he is a-waiting for the turning of the tide.
Heave away, me Johnny. Heave away.
And then me girls will be gone again with a good and westerly wind.
Heave away, me Johnny boy. We're all bound to go.
So farewell to you, my Kingston girls. Farewell, St. Andrew's Dock.
Heave away, me Johnny. Heave away.
If ever we come back again, we'll make your cradles rock.
Heave away, me Johnny boy. We're all bound to go.
So come all of you hard-weather sailing men who round the Cape of Storm.
Heave away, me Johnny. Heave away.
Oh, be sure your boots and your oilskins on, you'll wish you'd never been born.
Heave away, me Johnny boy. We're all bound to go.
The west old ship that ever did sail sailed out of Erich on a windy day, and we're waiting for the day, waiting for the day, waiting for the day that we get our pay. She was built in Roman times, held together with bits of twine, and we're waiting for the day, waiting for the day, waiting for the day that we get our pay. Nothing in the galley, nothing in the hole. A skipper's turned in with a bag of gold, and we're waiting for the day, waiting for the day, waiting for the day that we get our pay. Our four-foot nest, they sprang a leak here at Port Out Timbers Creek, and we're waiting for the day, waiting for the day, waiting for the day that we get our pay. We popped our way round Scalby Nest when the wind back round to west-northwest. We're waiting for the day, waiting for the day, waiting for the day that we get our pay. Into the umber and up to town, pump you blighters, pump or drown. Waiting for the day, waiting for the day, waiting for the day that we get our pay. Waiting for the day, waiting for the day, waiting for the day that we get our pay.
Oh, were you ever in a Roundstone Tune?
Bonnie lassie, Highland lassie,
Were you ever in a Roundstone Tune?
my bonnie Highland lassie, oh.
I was often in Roundstone Town, drinking milk and eating flour.
Although I am a young maid, and lately left my mammy, oh.
Oh, were you ever in Galway Bay?
Bonnie lassie, Highland lassie,
Were you ever in Galway Bay?
my bonnie Highland lassie, oh.
I was often in Galway Bay, drinking coffee and boy.
Although I am a young maid, that lately left my mammy, oh.
Oh, were you ever in Quebec?
Bonnie lassie, Highland lassie,
Were you ever in Quebec?
my bonnie Highland lassie, oh.
I was often in Quebec, throwing timber up on deck.
Although I am a young maid, that lately
for the door.
Although I am a young maid and lately left my maid. Sally Brown, she's the gal for me, boys.
Row, boys, row.
Sally Brown, she's the gal for me, boys.
Way high, Miss Sally Brown.
It's down to Trinidad to see Sally Brown, boys.
Row, boys, row.
Down to Trinidad to see Sally Brown, boys.
Way high, Miss Sally Brown.
She's lovely on the foreyard, she's lovely down below, boys.
Row, boys, row.
She's lovely 'cause she loves me, that's all I want to know, boys.
Way high, Miss Sally Brown.
Oh, Captain Baker, how do you store your cargo?
Row, boys, row.
Some I stow forward and some I stow after.
Way high, Miss Sally Brown.
40 fathoms or more below, boys.
Row, boys, row.
There's 40 fathoms or more below, boys.
Way high, Miss Sally Brown.
Oh, way high, and up she rises.
Row, boys, row.
Way high, and the blocks is different sizes.
Way high, Miss Sally Brown.
Oh, one more pull, don't you hear the mate a bawling?
Row, boys, row.
One more pull, that's the end of our hauling.
Way high, Miss Sally Brown.
Sally Brown, she's the gal for me, boys.
Row, boys, row.
Sally Brown, she's the gal for me, boys.
Way high, Miss Sally Brown.
As I walked down on Broadway one evening in July, I met a maid who asked me trade, and a sailor John said I, and it's
Away, you Sandy, my dear Annie. Oh, you New York girls, can't you dance the polka?
to Tiffany's I took her. I did not mind expense. I bought her 2 gold earrings, and they cost me 15 cents, and it's
Away, you Sandy, my dear Annie. Oh, you New York girls, can't you dance the polka?
Says she, "Yet I'm due, sailor. Now see me home ye may." But when we reached her cottage door, she unto me did say, and it's
Away, you Sandy, my dear Annie. Oh, you New York girls, can't you dance the polka?
My flashman, he's a Yankee, with his hair cut short behind. He wears a pair of long sea boot, he's a buzzing in the back line. It's
Away, you Sandy, my dear Annie. Oh, you New York girls, can't you dance the polka?
He's homeward bound this evening, and with me he will stay. So get a move on, sailor boy, get cracking on your way, and it's
Away, you Sandy, my dear Annie. Oh, you New York girls, can't you dance the polka?
So I kissed her hard and proper, afore her flashman came. And very well, me Bowery gal, I know you're a little game, and it's
Away, you Sandy, my dear Annie. Oh, you New York girls, can't you dance the polka?
I wrapped me glad rags round me, and to the docks did steer. I'll never court another maid, I'll stick to rum and beer, and it's
Away, you Sandy, my dear Annie. Oh, you New York girls, can't you dance the polka?
When first I landed in Liverpool, I went upon a spree. Me hard-earned cash, well I spent it fast, got drunk as drunk could be. And when me money it was all gone, 'twas then I wanted more. But a man must be blind to make up his mind and go to sea once more. Once more, boys, once more, go to sea once more. Well, a man must be blind to make up his mind and go to sea once more. That night I slept with Angeline, too drunk to roll in bed. Me clothes was new and me money was too. In the morning with them she fled. And as I rolled the streets about, the tarts they all did roar. And there goes Jack Sprat, the poor sailor lad, he must go to sea once more. Once more, boys, once more, he must go to sea once more. There goes Jack Sprat, the poor sailor lad, he must go to sea once more. As I was rolling the streets about, I met old Rapper Brown. I asked him then to take me in, but he looked at me with a frown. Says he, last time you was paid off, with me you chucked no score. But I'll take your advance, and I'll give you a chance, and you'll go to sea once more. Once more, boys, once more, you'll go to sea once more. 'Cause I'll take your advance, and I'll give you a chance, and you'll go to sea once more. Come all you bold young sailor lads, and listen to me song. When you come off them damn long trips, I'll tell you what goes wrong. Take my advice, don't drink strong drinks, nor sleep around with whores. Get married instead, spend on it in bed, and go to sea no more. No more, boys, no more. Go to sea no more. Get married instead and spend all that in bed, and go to sea no more. No more, boys, no more. Hey, go to sea no more. Get married instead and spend all night in bed, and go to sea no more.
Let's go, boys. Was you ever in Quebec, launching timber on the deck, where you'd break your bleeding neck, riding on a donkey?
Way, hey, away we go, donkey riding, donkey riding. Way, hey, away we go, riding on a donkey.
Was you ever in Valley Po, where the girls put on a show, waggle and dance with a roll and go, riding on a donkey?
Way, hey, away we go, donkey riding, donkey riding. Way, hey, away we go, riding on a donkey.
Was you ever in Mobile Bay, screwing cotton all the day? $1 a day, it ain't good pay, riding on a donkey.
Way, hey, away we go, donkey riding, donkey riding. Way, hey, away we go, riding on a donkey.
Was you ever in London town, where the girls they do come down, see the king in a golden crown, riding on a donkey?
Way, hey, away we go, donkey riding, donkey riding. Way, hey, away we go, riding on a donkey.
Was you ever off Cape Horn, where the weather's never warm, where you wish for the Lord you'd never been born, riding on a donkey?
Way, hey, away we go, donkey riding, donkey riding. Way, hey, away we go, riding on a donkey. Way, hey, away we go, donkey riding, donkey riding. Way, hey, away we go, riding on a donkey. Your money, young man, is no object to me. Pay me the money down. Oh, money down, hey, money down. Pay me the money down. I went for a cruise around the town. Pay me the money down. I there met a gal called Sally Brown. Pay me the money down. Oh, I put my arm around her waist. Pay me the money down. Says she, young man, you're in great haste. Pay me the money down. My price for love is half a crown. Pay me the money down. And money down, it's real money down. Pay me the money down. Oh, the Yankee dollar some gets for their pay. Pay me the money down. Well, buy us rum for many a day. Pay me the money down. Oh, if I had silver dollars galore. Pay me the money down. I'd pack me bags and stay on shore. Pay me the money down. I wish I had 10,000 pounds. Pay me the money down. I'd sail this world around and around. Pay me the money down. I wish I was old Stormy Sun. Pay me the money down. I'd build a ship of 1,000 tons. Pay me the money down. We'd stay at the port course what we was in.
Pay me the money down.
Oh, drinking beer and whiskey and gin.
Pay me the money down.
When the ship ties up and the voyage is through.
Pay me the money down.
Oh, I must be paid, sir, every sou.
Pay me the money down. Well, our anchors on board and our rags are all set. Bo-ridey-o, boom-a-lay. Them Liverpool Julies will never forget. Bo-ridey-o, gone away. Goodbye, me darling. Goodbye, me dear-o. Bo-ridey-o, boom-a-lay. Goodbye, me sweetheart. Goodbye, me dear-o. Bo-ridey-o, gone away. Well, the rain, it is raining all the day long. Bo-ridey-o, boom-a-lay. And the northerly wind, it does blow so strong. Bo-ridey-o, gone away. Goodbye, me darling. Goodbye, me dear-o. Bo-ridey-o, boom-a-lay. Goodbye, me sweetheart. Goodbye, me dear-o. Bo-ridey-o, gone away. We're outward and bound for Bengal Bay. Bo-ridey-o, boom-a-lay. Get bending, me lads, it's a hell of a way. Bo-ridey-o, gone away. Goodbye, me darling. Goodbye, me dear-o. Bo-ridey-o, boom-a-lay. Goodbye, me sweetheart. Goodbye, me dear-o. Bo-ridey-o, gone away. Hey, boys. Oh, as I was going to Derby, 'twas on a market day, I met the finest ram, sir, that ever was fed up all day. That's a lie, that's a lie, that's a lie, lie, lie. This ram and I got drunk, sir, as drunk could be. And when we sobered up, sir, we were far away out at sea. That's a lie, that's a lie, that's a lie, lie, lie. This wonderful old ram, sir, was playful as a kid. It swallowed the cap, its spyglass, along with the bosom's fid. That's a lie, that's a lie, that's a lie, lie, lie. Tonight was very rough, sir, the wind like ice did feel. He borrowed me suit of oilskins and took me trick at the wheel. That's a lie, that's a lie, that's a lie, lie, lie. He climbed aloft so full of him to stow the topsails tight. But halfway up he lost his nerve, he had an awful fright. That's a lie, that's a lie, that's a lie, lie, lie. One morning on the poop, sir, afore 8 bells was struck, he climbed up to the sky's yard and sat down on the truck. That's a lie, that's a lie, that's a lie, lie, lie. This wonderful old ram, sir, he tried a silly trick. He tried to jump the 5-bar fence and landed in a rick. That's a lie, that's a lie, that's a lie, lie, lie. This wonderful old ram, sir, it grew 2 horns of brass. One grew out of his shoulder blade, the other turned into a mast. That's a lie, that's a lie, that's a lie, lie, lie. The crew of the good ship Jack dies, handsome, strong, and brave. The finest crowd of sailors that ever sailed over the waves. That's a lie, that's a lie, that's a lie, lie, lie.
Now you're ready to sail for the Horn. Roll and go. Our boots and our clothes, boys, are all in the porn. To be rollicking randy dandy yo. Heave a pole, heave away. Roll and go. The anchor's on board and the cable's all stored. To be rollicking randy dandy yo. Soon we'll be warping her out through the locks. Roll and go. Where the pretty young girls all come down in their frocks. To be rollicking randy dandy yo. Heave a pole, heave away. Roll and go. The anchor's on board and the cable's all stored. To be rollicking randy dandy yo. Come breast the oars, bullies, heave her away. Way, hey, roll and go. Soon we'll be rolling her down through the bay to be rollicking randy dandy, oh. Heave a pole, heave away. Way, hey, roll and go. The anchor's on board and the cable's all stored to be rollicking randy dandy, oh.
As I rolled out one morning, away you roll bowler. As I rolled out one morning, I met a lady fair. Hey, hey, ring-a, jigga, jigga, ha, ha. Good morning, ladies all. Away you roll bowler. Hey, hey, ring-a, jigga, jigga, ha, ha. Good morning, ladies all. The first time that I saw her, away you roll bowler. The first time that I saw her, that saucy gal of mine. Hey, hey, ring-a, jigga, jigga, ha, ha. Good morning, ladies all. Away you roll bowler. Hey, hey, ring-a, jigga, jigga, ha, ha. Good morning, ladies all. But when she found that I was skint, away you roll bowler. But when she found that I was skint, she left me standing there. Hey, hey, ring-a, jigga, jigga, ha, ha. Hey, good morning, ladies all. Away you roll bowler. Hey, hey, ring-a, jigga, jigga, ha, ha. Good morning, ladies all. I squared me yards and sailed away. Away you roll bowler. I squared me yards and sailed away, and to the ship I went. Hey, 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 ring-a, jigga, jigga, ha, ha. Good morning, ladies all. Away you roll bowler. Hey, hey, ring-a, jigga, jigga, ha, ha. Good morning, ladies all. She winked and flipped a flipper. Away you roll bowler. She winked and flipped a flipper. She thought I was a mate. Hey, hey, ring-a, jigga, jigga, ha, ha. Good morning, ladies all. Hey, away you roll bowler. Hey, hey, ring-a, jigga, jigga, ha, ha. Good morning, ladies all.
Here we are, lads. From Liverpool to Frisco a roving I went, for to stay in that country was my good intent. But drinking strong whiskey like other damn fools, so I soon got transported back to Liverpool, singing roll, roll, buddies, roll, them Liverpool duties have got us in tow. A smart Yankee packet lies out in the bay, awaiting a fair wind to get underway. With all of our sailors so sick and so sore, they drunk all their whiskey and can't get no more, singing roll, roll, buddies, roll, them Liverpool duties have got us in tow. Oh, here comes the mate in a head of a stew, he's looking for work for us sailors to do. Oh, it's fore topsail halyards he loudly does roar, and it's lay it off Paddy, you son of a whore, singing roll, roll, buddies, roll, them Liverpool duties have got us in tow. One night off Cape Horn I shall never forget, 'tis oft times I sighs when I thinks of it yet. She was diving bows under with her sailors all wet. She was doing 12 knots with her main skysail set, singing roll, roll, buddies, roll, them Liverpool duties have got us in tow. And now we've arrived in the Bramley Moor dock, and all them flash duties on the pier head do flock. The barrels run dry in our 5-quid advance, and I guess it's high time for to get up and dance. And it's roll, roll, buddies, roll, them Liverpool duties have got us in tow. Here's a health to the captain where'er he may bucko on land and a bully at sea. But as for the first mate, the dirty old brute, we hope when he dies straight to hell he'll skyhook.
Roll, 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 bullies, roll, them Liverpool Judies have got us in toast and roll. Roll, bullies, roll, them Liverpool Judies have got us in toast.
Come all you young sailormen, listen to me. I'll sing you a song of the fish in the sea, and it's
Windy weather, boys, stormy weather, boys, when the wind blows, we're all together, boys, blow ye winds westerly, blow ye winds blow. Jolly sou'wester, boys, steady she goes.
Up jumps the eel with a slippery tail, climbs up aloft and reefs the topsail, and it's
Windy weather, boys, stormy weather, boys, when the wind blows, we're all together, boys, blow ye winds westerly, blow ye winds blow. Jolly sou'wester, boys, steady she goes.
And then up jumps the shark with his 9 rows of teeth, saying, "You eat the dough, boys, and I'll eat the beef." And it's
Windy weather, boys, stormy weather, boys, when the wind blows, we're all together, boys, blow ye winds westerly, blow ye winds blow. Jolly sou'wester, boys, steady she goes.
up jumps the whale, the largest of all. If you want any wind, well, I'll blow ye a squall. And it's
Windy weather, boys, stormy weather, boys, when the wind blows, we're all together, boys, blow ye winds westerly, blow ye winds blow. Jolly sou'wester, boys, steady she goes.
As we were fishing off Haysborough Light, shooting and holing and trolling all night
In that windy old weather, stormy old weather, when the wind blows, we'll all pull together.
when up jumped a herring, the queen of the sea, says now, "Old skipper, you cannot catch me."
In the windy old weather, stormy old weather, when the wind blows, we'll all pull together.
We sighted a thrasher, slashing his tail. Time now, old skipper, to hoist up your sail.
In the windy old weather, stormy old weather, when the wind blows, we'll all pull together.
Then up jumps a slipsole as strong as a horse, says now, old skipper, you're miles off course.
In the windy old weather, stormy old weather, when the wind blows, we'll all pull together.
Then along comes a place who's got spots on his side, says not much longer these seas you can ride.
In the windy old weather, stormy old weather, when the wind blows, we'll all pull together.
Then up rears a conger as long as a mile, wind's coming easterly, he says with a smile.
In the windy old weather, stormy old weather, when the wind blows, we'll all pull together.
I think what that these fishes are saying is right. We'll haul up our gear now and steer for the light.
In the windy old weather, stormy old weather, when the wind blows, we'll all pull together.
Old Billy Riley was a dancing master. Old Billy Riley, 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 master of a droga. Old Billy Riley, old Billy Riley, old Billy Riley, old Billy Riley, master of a droga, bound for Antigua. Old Billy Riley, old Billy Riley, master of a droga. Old Billy Riley, old Billy Riley has a nice young daughter. Old Billy Riley, old Billy Riley, old Billy Riley, old Billy Riley, old Missy Riley, little Missy Riley. Old Billy Riley, old Billy Riley, old Missy Riley, old Billy Riley had a pretty daughter, but we can't get at her. Old Billy Riley, old Billy Riley had a pretty daughter. Old Billy Riley, screw her up and away we go, boys. Old Billy Riley, old Billy Riley, screw her up and old Billy Riley, one more pull and then belay, boys. Old Billy Riley, old Billy Riley, one more pull and old Billy Riley, oh up. a cold and dreary morning in December. And all of me money it was spent. And where it went, I swear I can't remember. So down to the shipping office I went. Paddy lay back. Take in your slack. Take a turn around the captain, heave a pole. About ship's station, boys, be handy. Around about the rise around the hole. Well, it seems there was a great demand for sailors. For the colonies, for Fresco and for France. Well, I shipped aboard the Limey Bark, the Hotspur. And got legless drunk on my advance. Paddy lay back. Take in your slack. Take a turn around the captain, heave a pole. About ship's stations, boys, be handy. We're bound for Valparaiso around the hole. Well, I joined her on a cold December morning. A flapping of me flippers to keep warm. With the south cone hoisted as a warning. To stand by the coming of a storm. A Paddy lay back. Take in your slack. Take a turn around the captain, heave a pole. About ship's stations, boys, be handy. We're bound for Valparaiso around the hole. Well, I woke up in the morning stiff and sore, boys. And I knew that I was outward bound again. And the voice came a-bawling at the door, boys. The aftman an answer to your name. Paddy lay back. Take in your slack. Take a turn around your capstan, heave a pole. About ship's stations, boys, be handy. Around for Valparaiso around the hole. 'Twas on the quarter deck when first I see 'em. Such an ugly bunch I never seen before. There was a bum and stiff from every quarter. And it made my poor old heart feel sick and sore. Paddy lay back. Take in your slack. Take a turn around the captain, heave a pole. About ship's station, boys, be handy. We're bound for Valparaiso around the hole. Hey! We'll heave him up and away we'll go.
Wavy Susiana,
We'll heave him up and away we'll go.
we're all bound over the mountain.
We'll heave him up from down below.
Wavy Susiana,
For that is where the cocks do crow.
we're all bound over the mountain.
And if we drown while we are young,
Wavy Susiana,
it's better to drown than to wait to be hung.
we're all bound over the mountain.
Oh, growl ye may, but go ye must.
Wavy Susiana,
If you growl too hard, your head they'll bust.
we're all bound over the mountain.
Up socks, you cocks, and her 2 blocks.
Wavy Susiana,
And go below to your old ditty box.
we're all bound over the mountain.
Oh, rock and shake her one more drag.
Wavy Susiana,
Oh, bend your duds and pack your bag.
we're all bound over the mountain.
Hey!
Way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises, early in the morning. What will we do with the drunken sailor? What will we do with the drunken sailor? What will we do with the drunken sailor? Early in the morning. Way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises, early in the morning. Put him in the scuppers with a hose pipe on him. Put him in the scuppers with the hose pipe on him. Put him in the scuppers with the hose pipe on him. Early in the morning. Way hey, up she rises. Way hey, up she rises. Way hey, up she rises. Early in the morning. Put him in the brig until he's sober. Put him in the brig until he's sober. Put him in the brig until he's sober. Early in the morning, way up she rises. Way up she rises. Way up she rises. Early in the morning.
Farewell and adieu to you Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu to you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail for old England, and we may never see you fair ladies again. We'll rant and we'll roar like true British sailors. We'll rant and we'll roar all on the salt seas until we strike soundings in the channel of old England. From ocean to Scilly is 35 leagues. We hove our ship to with the wind from southwest, boys. We hove our ship to, deep soundings to take. 'Twas 45 fathoms with a white sandy bottom, so we squared our main yard and up channel did steer. We'll rant and we'll roar like true British sailors. We'll rant and we'll roar all on the salt seas, and we'll strike soundings in the channel of old England. From ocean to Scilly is 35 leagues. Now let every man drink off his full bumper. Now let every man drink off his full glass. We'll drink and be jolly and drown melancholy. And here's to the health of each true-hearted lass. We'll rant and we'll roar like true British sailors. We'll rant and we'll roar all on the salt seas until we strike soundings in the channel of old England. From ocean to Scilly is 35 leagues. Hey, ships may come and ships may go as long as the seas do roll. But a sailor lad just like his dad, he loves the flowing bowl. The woman ashore he does adore, a girl who's plump and round. When your money's all gone, it's the same old song. Get up, Jack John, sit down. Hey! Come along, you jolly brave boys, there's plenty more grog in the jar. We'll plow the briny ocean like a jolly roving tar. When Jack's ashore, he'll make his way to some old boarding house. He's welcomed in with rum and gin, likewise with pork and scouse. He'll spend and never offend till he lies drunk on the ground. When his money's all gone, it's the same old song. Get up, Jack John, sit down. Come along, me jolly brave boys, there's plenty more grog in the jar. We'll plow the briny ocean like a jolly roving tar. Then Jack will slip on board some ship bound for India or Japan. In Asia, there the ladies fair, all love a sailor man. He'll go ashore and he'll not scorn to buy some girl a gown. When his money's all gone, it's the same old song. Get up, Jack John, sit down. Come along, me jolly brave boys, there's plenty more grog in the jar. We'll plow the briny ocean like a jolly roving tar. When Jack is worn and weather beat, too old to cruise about, they'll let him stop in some rum shop till 8 bells calls him out. Then he'll raise hands high and loud he'll cry, thank Christ I'm homeward bound. When his money's all gone, it's the same old song. Get up, Jack John, sit down. Come along, me jolly brave boys, there's plenty more grog in the jar. We'll plow the briny ocean like a jolly roving tar. Come along, me jolly brave boys, there's plenty more grog in the jar. We'll plow the briny ocean like a jolly roving tar. In Amsterdam there lived a maid, mark well what I do say. In Amsterdam there lives a maid, and she was mistress of her trade. I'll go no more a-roving with you, fair maid. A-roving, since roving's been my ruin. I'll go no more a-roving with you, fair maid. I asked this maid to take a walk. Mark well what I do say. I asked this maid out for a walk, that we might have some private talk. I go no roving with you, fair maid. A roving, since roving been my ruin. I'll go no more a roving with you, fair maid. Then a great big Dutchman rammed my bow. Mark well what I do say. For a great big Dutchman rammed my bow and said, young man, this is mine Frau. Oh no, a roving with you, my maid. A roving, since roving's been my ruin. I'll go no more a roving with you, fair maid. Then take fair warning, boys, from me. Mark well what I do say. So take a warning, boys, from me. With other men's wives don't make too free. I'll go no more a roving with you, fair maid. A roving, since roving's been my ruin. I'll go no more a roving with you, fair maid.
Ready, boys? It's a damn tough life, full of toil and strife. We will a man undergo. And we don't give a damn when the gale has stopped, how hard the wind did blow. We're homeward bound, 'tis a grand old sound on a good ship, taut and free. And we don't give a damn when we drink or rum with the girls on old Maui. Rolling down to old Maui, me boys, rolling down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic ground, rolling home to old Maui. Once more we sail with a northerly gale through the ice, sleet and rain. And coconut fronds, then tropical lands we soon shall see again. 6 hellish months we've passed away in the cold Kamchatka Sea. And now we're bound from the Arctic ground, rolling down to old Maui. Rolling down to old Maui, me boys, rolling down to old Maui. We're onward bound from the Arctic ground, rolling home to old Maui. And now we sail with a favouring gale towards our island home. A mainmast sprung, a whaling done, and we ain't got far to roam. Our stunsail booms are carried away, what care we for that sound? A living tale is after us, thank God we're onward bound. Rolling down to old Maui, me boys, rolling down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic ground, rolling home to old Maui. Rolling down to old Maui, me boys, rolling down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic ground, rolling home to old Maui. England, old Ireland, England, old Ireland, England, old Ireland, Ollie, Ollie, ho! Paddy McGinty, Paddy Jock and Jackie too, Paddy McGinty, Ollie, Ollie, ho! Shamrock and Rose, boys, Shamrock, Rose and Thistle too, Shamrock and Rose, boys, Ollie, Ollie, ho! England, old Ireland, England, old Ireland, England, old Ireland, Ollie, Ollie, ho!
Ireland, Ireland.
Bound away to leave you, shallow, shallow ground, bound away to leave you. leaves tomorrow. Shallow, shallow ground, I leave you with great sorrow. Shallow, oh shallow ground. Cross the chilly mountains. Shallow, shallow ground. Pump that silver fountain. Shallow, oh shallow ground. Shallow in the morning. Shallow, shallow ground. Just as day is dawning. Shallow, oh shallow ground. Bound away to leave you. Shallow, shallow ground. Bound away to leave you. Shallow, oh shallow ground. Safe and sound and home again. Let the waters roar, Jack. Safe and sound and home again. Let the waters roar, Jack. Long we've tossed on the rolling main. Now we're safe ashore, Jack. Don't forget your old shipmate. Roddy, 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 rido. Since we sailed from Plymouth Sound, 4 years gone a nigh, Jack. Was there ever chummies now, such as you and I, Jack? Long we've tossed on the rolling main. Now we're safe ashore, Jack. Don't forget your old shipmate. Folly, roddy, 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 ride. We have worked the self-same gun, quarter deck division, Funzer I and Loader Hugh through the whole commission. Long we've tossed on the rolling main. Now we're safe ashore, Jack. Don't forget your old shipmate. Folly, roddy, 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 rido. When the middle watch was on and the time went slow, boys, who could choose a rousing stave? Who like Jack or Joe, boys? Long we've tossed on the rolling main. Now we're safe ashore, Jack. Don't forget your old shipmate. Folly, roddy, 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 ride. There she swings an empty hulk, not a soul below now. Number 7, starboard mess, Mrs. Jack and Joe now. Long we've tossed on the rolling main. Now we're safe ashore, Jack. Don't forget your old shipmate. Folly, roddy, 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 ride. But the best of friends must part, fair or foul the weather. And you flapper for a shite, now a drink together. Long we've tossed on the rolling main. Now we're safe ashore, Jack. Don't forget your old shipmate. Folly, roddy, 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 rido. Whiskey is the life of man. Whiskey, Johnny. Oh, whiskey is the life of man. Whiskey for my Johnny, oh. I drink whiskey when I can. Whiskey, Johnny. I'll drink it out of an old tin can. Whiskey for my Johnny, oh. Whiskey gave me a broken nose. Whiskey, Johnny. Whiskey made me paw my toes. Whiskey for my Johnny, oh. Whiskey drove me around Cape Horn. Whiskey, Johnny. It was many a month when I was gone. Whiskey for my Johnny, oh. I thought I heard the old man say, whiskey, Johnny. I'll treat my crew in a decent way. Whiskey for my Johnny, oh. A glass of grog for every man. Whiskey, Johnny. And a bottle for the shanty man. Whiskey for my Johnny, oh.
Ready, boys? was junkety went below to take a swig at his bottle. So early in the morning, the sailor likes his bottle. The bottle, the sailor loves his bottle. So early in the morning, the sailor likes his bottle. A bottle of rum, a bottle of gin, a bottle of Irish whiskey. So early in the morning, the sailor likes his bottle. Tobacco, the sailor loves his baccio. So early in the morning, the sailor likes his bottle. A packet of shag, a packet of cut, a plug of hard tobacco. So early in the morning, the sailor likes his bottle. The lassies, oh, the maidens, oh, the sailor loves the Judies, oh. So early in the morning, the sailor likes his bottle. A lass from the pool, a gal from the Tyne, a traveller so fine and dandy, ho. So early in the morning, the sailor likes his bottle. A buoy rough house, a buoy rough house, the sailor likes the rough house, oh. So early in the morning, the sailor likes his bottle. A tread on me coat and all that's in, a bully good rough and tumble, ho. So early in the morning, the sailor likes his bottle. A sing-song, oh, the sailor likes a sing-song, oh. So early in the morning, the sailor likes his bottle. A drinking song, a song of love, a ditty of seas, a shipmates, oh. So early in the morning, the sailor likes his bottle.
Hey, so handy, me boy, so handy. Why can't ye be so handy? Oh, handy, me boy, so handy. Oh, up aloft, this yard must go. Handy, me boy, so handy. Oh, up aloft from down below. Handy, me boy, so handy. Growl ye may, but go ye must. Handy, me boy, so handy. And growl too much and your head they'll bust. Handy, me boy, so handy. Oh, a bully ship and a bully crew. Handy, me boy, so handy. Oh, we're the gang for the kicker through. Handy, me boy, so handy. Your advance has gone, you'd see again. Handy, me boy, so handy. Bound round the horn through the hail and rain. Handy, me boy, so handy. Sing and haul and sing. Handy, me boy, so handy. Oh, up aloft this yard will swing. Handy, me boy, so handy. Hey, up aloft that yard must go. Handy, me boy, so handy. For we are outward bound, ye know. Handy, me boy, so handy. A handy ship and a handy crew. Handy, me boy, so handy. A handy mate and an old man too. Handy, me boy, so handy. Yeah. Oh, do me Johnny Boker, come rock and roll me over. Do me Johnny Boker, do. Oh, do me Johnny Boker, the skipper is a rover. Do me Johnny Boker, do. Oh, do me Johnny Boker, the mate he's never sober. Do me Johnny Boker, do. Oh, do me Johnny Boker, the bosun is a tailor. Do me Johnny Boker, do. Oh, do me Johnny Boker, we'll all go on a jamboree. Do me Johnny Boker, do. Oh, do me Johnny Boker, the packet is a rolling. Do me Johnny Boker, do. Oh, do me Johnny Boker, we're pulling all together. Do me Johnny Boker, do. Oh, do me Johnny Boker, we'll haul for better weather. Do me Johnny Boker, do. Oh, do me Johnny Boker, and soon we'll be in London town. Do me Johnny Boker, do. Oh, do me Johnny Boker, come rock and roll me over. Do me Johnny Boker, do.
I thought I heard the old man say, leave her, Johnny, leave her. Tomorrow ye will get your pay, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is long and the to sail on this rotten tub. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. No grog allowed and rotten grub. And it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is long and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. We swear by our oath for want of more. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. But now we're through, so we'll go on shore, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is long and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. All right, lads. Where am I to go, me Johnny? So where am I to go? Hey, 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 high roll and go. Oh, where am I to go, me Johnny? So where am I to go? For I'm a young sailor boy, and where am I to go? Oh, way up on that gallant yard, that's where you're bound to go. Way, hey, hey, high roll and go. Oh, way up on that gallant yard, that's where you're bound to go. For I'm a young sailor boy, and where am I to go? Away up on that gallant yard and take the gamble in. Tell me, way, hey, hey, high roll and go. Away up on that gallant yard and take the gansel in. For I'm a young sailor boy, and where am I to go? You're bound away to Kingston town, that's where you're bound to go. Hey, way, hey, hey, high roll and go. You're bound away to Kingston town, that's where you're bound to go. For I'm a young sailor boy, and where am I to go? A poor old man came riding by, and we say so, and we know so. Oh, a poor old man came riding by, oh, poor old man. Says I, old man, your horse will die, and we say so, and we know so. And if he dies, we'll tan his hide, oh, poor old man. And if he don't, I'll ride him again, and we say so, and we know so. And I'll ride him until the Lord knows when, oh, poor old man. He's dead as a nail in the lamp room door, and we say so, and we know so. And he won't come worrying us no more, oh, poor old man. We'll use the hair of his tail to sew our sails, and we say so, and we know so. And the iron of his shoes to make deck nails, oh, poor old man. We'll drop him down with the long, long roll, and we say so, and we know so. Where the sharks will have his body and the devil take his soul, oh, poor old man.
It is time to go now. Haul away your anchor. Haul away your anchor. 'Tis our sailing time. Get some sail upon her. Haul away your halyards. Haul away your halyards. It's our sailing time. Get her on her course now. Haul away your foresheets. Haul away your foresheets. It's our sailing time. Waves are surging under. Haul away down shallow. Haul away It's time to go now. Haul away your anger. Haul away your anchor. It's our sailing time.
Oh, poor old Stormy's dead and gone. Stormy along, boys, storm along, John. Oh, poor old Stormy's dead and gone. Ha! Come along, get along, Stormy along, John. I dug his grave with a silver spade. Stormy along, boys, storm along, John. I dug his grave with a silver spade. Ha! Come along, get along, Stormy along, John. I lured him down with a golden chain. Stormy along, boys, storm along, John. I lured him down with a golden chain. Come along, get along, Stormy along, John. I carried him away to Montego Bay. Stormy along, boys, storm along, John. I carried him away to Montego Bay. Come along, get along, Stormy along, John.
Me bunny bunch of roses, oh!
Come down, ye bunch of roses. Come down.
It's time for us to roll and go.
Come down, ye blood red roses. Come down.
Oh, ye pinks and posies, come down, ye blood red roses, come down. We're bound away around Cape Horn.
Ye blood red roses. Come down.
We wish to hell you ain't never been
Come
born.
down, ye blood red roses. Come down.
Oh, ye pinks and posies, come down, ye blood red roses,
Come down.
me boots and clothes are all in a
Come
pawn,
down, ye blood red roses. Come down.
and it's bleeding drafty around Cape
Come
Horn.
down, ye blood red roses. Come down.
Oh, ye pinks and posies, come down, ye blood red roses, come down. 'Tis growl ye may, but go ye
Come
must.
down, ye blood red roses. Come down.
If ye growl too hard, your head'll
Come
bust.
down, ye blood red roses. Come down.
Oh, ye pinks and posies, come down, ye blood red roses, come down. Them Spanish skulls are pulling strong.
Come down, ye blood red roses. Come down.
Hang down, me boys, it won't take
Come
long.
down, ye blood red roses. Come down.
Oh, ye pinks and posies, come down, ye blood red roses, come down. Just one more pull and that'll do.
Come down, ye blood red roses. Come down.
Where the bullies fought to kick her through.
Come down, ye blood red roses. Come down.
Oh, ye pinks and posies, come down, ye blood red roses, come down. Oh, ye pinks and posies, come down, ye blood
Johnny. One more day. We're homeward bound tomorrow, Johnny. One more day. Only one more day, me Johnny. One more day. Oh, rock and roll me over. One more day. Don't you hear the old man growling, Johnny? One more day. Don't you hear the mate a-howling, Johnny? One more day. Only one more day, me Johnny. One more day. Oh, rock and roll me over. One more day. Ah, don't you hear the capstan bawling? One more day. Don't you hear the pilot bowling, Johnny? One more day. Only one more day, me Johnny. One more day. Oh, rock and roll me over. One more day. Only one more day, howling, Johnny. One more day. Can't you hear the Judy's calling? One more day. Only one more day, me Johnny. One more day. Oh, rock and roll me over. One more day. Only one more day, furling, Johnny. One more day. Only one more day, cursin', sing it. One more day. Only one more day, me Johnny. One more day. Oh, rock and roll me over. One more day. No gales or heavy weather, Johnny. One more day. Only one more day together, boys. One more day. Only one more day, me Johnny. One more day. Oh, rock and roll me over. One more day. Only one more day, me Johnny. One more day. Oh, rock and roll me over. One more day. There was a ship, she sailed to Spain. Oh, roll and go. There was a ship, came home again. Tommy's on the topsail yard. And what do you think was in her hold? Oh, roll and go. There was diamonds, there was gold. Tommy's on the topsail yard. And what was in her lazarette? Oh, roll and go. Good split peas and bad bull meat. Tommy's on the topsail yard. Oh, many a sailor man gets drowned. Oh, roll and go. Many a sailor man gets drowned. Tommy's on the topsail yard.
I dreamed a dream the other night. Lowlands, lowlands away, John. My love, she came dressed all in white.
드디어 마지막 곡이네. 드디어.
I dreamed my love
드디어
came in my sleep.
끝이었구나.
Lowlands away, John. Her cheeks were wet, her eyes did weep. Lowlands away. She came to me at my bedside. Lowlands, lowlands Lowlands away with John. Oh, watch on deck. Oh, watch ahoy. Lowlands away.
드디어 끝났네. 이게 마지막 노래입니다. 개 많네요. 사람들 로렌스 워싱턴, 요 사람은 조지 워싱턴의 형일 거예요. 결핵으로 죽었구나. 이 사람은 누구야? 슈발리에? 루이 조제프 고티의 슈발리에 드 아베랑드리. 프랭클린 쓰레기도 나오시고 여기도 나오시고. 이게 주인공이죠. 배신자 하더웰. 요게 그 프리덤 크라이 내용이죠. 아킬레스 3도 나오고 여기도 나오고. 존슨 이 사람 3에도 나오는 그 사람 아닌가? 아, 실수했습니다. 제임스 쿡은 우리가 아는 그 제임스 쿡이죠. 워싱턴이네요. 영화로도 만들어졌어? 이 사람도 유명한 사람인가 보네요. 캐세 쿠아세. 아닌가? 모르겠다 뭐. 저는 인디언들을 몰라서. 배신자 헤이덤이네요. 요게 이제 3 초반 내용이죠. 이 중간에 이 그 뭐죠? 그 시발년이 자꾸 글 적어 놓는데 이런 것 좀 안 봤으면 좋겠네요. 선박. 모리거노가 주인공 타는 거고. 이게 뭐지? 이게 그거였나? 그 아도에 리했던 그 밴가? 뉴욕. 뉴욕은 원래 네덜란드령이었어요. 원래 영국령이 아닙니다. 영국이 빼앗은 거죠. 캐나다라는 말이 카나타에서 유행했구나. 유래한 거구나. 카나타라는 말이 원주민 말로 마을이라는 의미라네. 이로쿠의 말이겠죠 막. 노르웨이 정착촌이라는 게 바이킹들 얘기하는 거 아닌가? 아마 그렇지 싶은데. 핀란드 아시죠? 핀란드. 요거는 7년 전쟁 관련한 이야기 같은데 제가 7년 전쟁 잘 몰라서. 북서항로는 캐나다 북부를 통과해서 대서양하고 태평양 사이를 지나는 항로를 의미합니다. 마젤란 해협이 너무 남쪽이라서 힘들다면 북서항로는 북쪽이라서 좋긴 한데, 왜냐하면 북반구에서 보통 배가 출발하니까. 근데 너무 얼음들이 많아가지고 힘들었죠. 처음 시도가 1497년이라네요 1497년이면은 엄청 옛날이네. 쿡도 왔다가 다시 돌아간 모양이고, (45년에는) 존 프랭클린이라는 사람이 있는데, 그 사람은 이제 빙하에서 몰살당해버렸고, 북수항로를 처음으로 연 사람이 아문센이었구나. 여기 근데 연도가 보면은 1903년에서 1906년입니다. 최초 시도가 1497년이니까 사실은 뭐 빙하를 뚫는데, 사람들이 빙하를 뚫고 안전하게 항해하는데 이제 300년, 400년이 걸린 거죠. 뉴욕 대화제의 시발점. 트리니티 교회는 지난번 시리즈에서도 계속 나왔던 교회죠. 이건 설명 같은 건 없나 보다. 이거는 매뉴얼이고요. 저는 패드로 해서 이렇게 나오고, 여러분 만약 키보드 마우스라면 좀 다르게 나오겠죠. 패드는 편한 것 같아요. 키보드 마우스는 또 어떻게 할지 모르겠네. 매뉴얼도 기네. 통계. 저는 이렇게 했다네요. 주간 24위, 53위, 92. 그렇다네요. 자, 데이터베이스에서 나갑시다. 요걸로 끝이 아니고 여기서 또 외부에 모았던 걸 또 봐야죠. 오지게 많네 정말. 지금 게임 외적으로 모은 겁니다. 문서. 아르노 도리안 요거가 유니티의 주인공이라 그랬죠. 다음 작 홍보야? 역사 속의 살인마 알타이르. 리버레이션 속편 만들지 마라 쓰레기들아. 내가 해본 어쌔신 크리드 중에 제일 역 같았던 게 그거였는데. 이거 이 새끼 이거 그거네요. 페미니스트네. 그 옛날부터 꼴 보기 싫었어. 레무리아가 뭐죠? 레무리아? 요거 요 태블릿을 다 모으면은 아까 제가 처음에 보여드렸던 것처럼 슬리피 할로우에서 이렇게 권총을 찾을 수 있죠, 그죠? 근데 게임 끝난 다음에 찾으면 그게 무슨 소용이야, 그게? 난 게임 끝난 다음에 안 돼.
All points ready.
Begin.
Go, go, go!
Who are you?
레무리안 옛날에
Don't you touch her.
그 뭐지?
Oh, for God's sake, restrain him.
용기전승에서 이름으로 나왔었었는데
You, give me the child.
전설에 나오는 건가 보죠?
You're all right. Elena.
Calm down, Mr. Berg. I promise you I won't hurt your daughter.
Who are you?
My name is Warren Vidic. I work for Abstergo Industries. You quit the Utiyaga regiment and became a freelance mercenary in order to afford better care for Elena's cystic fibrosis. How's that working out for you?
Arkele.
I have an offer for you.
I don't work for people I don't know.
It's not that kind of offer. I'm going to remove an item from my pocket.
What is that?
This little pill? It's actually for her. Go on, little one. Have some medicine.
Stop!
There now. Isn't that better? This pill will
레무리아는
cure
인도양이다.
her. It isn't on the market, but it can be yours if you agree to participate in a little training program I put together.
What does Abstergo need with someone
예,
like
제가
me?
왜 개새끼가
Oh, you will be
됐는지에
working
대한
for Abstergo.
건가 보다.
However, if you perform, Abstergo could work for you.
I want one thing before I agree.
Name it.
That one there. He upset my daughter.
I understand. Gentlemen, release Mr. Berg. Jenkins, give him your gun.
What?
Now!
Yes, sir.
Satisfied?
It's a start.
원래 개새끼였구나.
Otto Berg, the big star of the Animi training program. Show me what you've got, you arrogant prick.
If you insist, Master Cross. I believe that my training will soon be complete. Wouldn't you agree? What's so funny?
I was wrong about you. You're not arrogant. You're just deeply fucking stupid.
Oh,
Your body, your mind, they're not yours anymore. You understand? All you have left are the voices.
I don't suffer from your condition. My Animus sessions were carefully...
No, no, no! My voices are ghosts! Dead! So they can only ever say the same things over and over and over and over. But the ones in your head will never die. And they own you now.
I am the Order's humble servant.
You're not even a person anymore. You're a tool, a weapon, a plaything.
We're done here.
And in the glorious New World Order, there won't be any room for broken toys like us!
Kill box is live. Sorkin's picking off the stragglers as they escape.
Good. Proceed to stage 2.
All points, the word is given. Stage 2 is a go. I repeat, stage 2 is a go.
Get those doors down. 3, 2. Adriano Maestranzi, I have come for you.
What's he holding?
Vittoria agli assassini.
Bomb! Berg! Sigma team? Anyone, do you copy?
좋은 실패다. 다 뒤지지 그냥.
It is 4:26 on December 13, 2012. Debriefing of Sigma Team's Cairo operation. Debriefing conducted by Abstergo psychiatrist Tibor Hashek, Level 7, and Director of Operations Letitia England, Level 9. State your name and rank for the record.
Juhani Otto Berg, service number OP114-8506-B, Master Templar.
How would you classify the result of your Cairo mission, Master Berg?
I would call it a complete success. The new Sigma team performed admirably.
That's going a bit far, don't you think?
The target, William Miles, was apprehended, and the first civilization artifact was retrieved. Both were handed off to Warren Vidic without incident. May I ask how you would rate the mission?
We're pleased with the results, but not with the methods with which you achieved them.
I see. May I ask why?
You went off mission. You were supposed to apprehend the target at the airport, not at the museum.
When the target emerged from the plane, he was posing as a tour guide for a class of high school students on a field trip.
A member of Sigma team informed us you aborted the mission then and there.
I will not deny this, but tell me, who talked?
I cannot reveal that.
No matter, I will find out on my own. Back to business. The target was very smart, but also very sloppy.
Explain.
네.
The target possessed advanced counter-surveillance techniques, but lacked the skill to implement them properly.
The target was trained as an assassin since birth.
I am aware. However, it has been many years since he was an active field agent. He must have been very desperate to go himself, as these days, he is more of a talker. A puppet master.
And what are you?
A predator.
A predator who defied orders because of the presence of some schoolgirls.
I prefer to think of myself as one who can choose the most opportune time to strike. The last time I followed orders to the letter was in Florence. That did not end well for anyone.
Was it that? Or did the students perhaps remind you of your daughter?
I separate my work and personal life completely.
Your daughter's recovery has been remarkable. I do hope her progress continues.
Please, don't.
I beg your pardon.
I find your attempt to threaten my child vulgar and unnecessary.
Explain.
Abstergo's pharmaceuticals have given my child a chance at a life free from pain. And I have at last found what I believe to be my calling in life.
And for that, we expect obedience.
For that you have my loyalty. The involvement of the children in Egypt compromised the original mission. Nothing more.
We already have one Master Templar that we can barely control. I don't like the idea of having two loose cannons out there.
With all due respect to Master Cross, while he is gifted, he is mentally disturbed.
We mean no disrespect, but after losing your team in Florence, we felt a need to keep a close eye on you.
I achieved all mission objectives, and achieved them without bloodshed. So my only question for you is, am I in command of Sigma Team or not?
As you said, the results were impeccable.
Then I believe this meeting to be at an end. I request permission to leave.
Do you have something more important to do?
I am going to find out who among my
피렌체가
team
플로렌스죠.
I will not tolerate that kind of insubordination.
I think we can stop here.
The briefing ended at 4:34. Transcript to be sent to Alan Ricken for security clearance.
Okay. The numbskull is in another Animus session.
그냥 씨발 피렌체 그러면 안 되나? 그걸 플로렌스라고 읽어야 돼.
Good.
This isn't really your kind of mission, is it, boss?
Every mission is important in its own way.
Still, I bet you'd rather be out with the rest of the team, hunting Sean Hastings or something.
Wouldn't you?
Hell yeah. I want a front row seat for that show.
Any word from Sorkin?
He's scheduled to update me in 43 minutes.
Good.
누구
Can I
여자요?
ask you something?
아까 여자
course.
목소리 여자
What's
목소리?
it like, using an animus?
I went through the Animi training program. It felt like the drills we used to do in the UT Jaeger.
You never use a normal animus like this one? To relive your own genetic history?
Only once.
Really? Who were you?
I was a young man. On the Viking raid on Lindsey Farn.
793, northeastern coast of England. Sorry, history nerd. So,
목소리가
how was it?
족같더라고.
It was summer. Good sailing weather.
성도 족같네요. 잉글랜드네.
The monastery was a center for religious studies, and we crashed into the city like a tidal wave.
And?
We pillaged and burned. They thought we were demons. The details of the memory were so vivid. I lost myself in the bloodlust. I defeated a Saxon, a great warrior, but did not want to kill him. I invited him to join our clan.
Ah, Norse adoption rituals. The chance to sail the world with the Vikings.
다 죽었어 좋겠다.
A chance to see the world as it really is.
What happened then?
He wept. Then he cried out that God had abandoned his people and that nothing remained but chaos. I felt such pity for him. I killed him without a second thought.
After we're done here, are we gonna have to kill the numbskull?
We will see.
잠시만요. 여러분 잠시만요. 광고 전화네.
Following the Great Purge of 2000, William Miles became the de facto leader of the Assassins. A cunning and ruthless strategist. He trained several agents who infiltrated Abstergo, including Clay Kazmarek and Lucy Stillman. In late 2012, I captured William Miles in Cairo and delivered him to Warren Vidic in Rome. Miles' son, Desmond, attacked Abstergo, killed Vidic and Master Templar Daniel Cross. He fled to a First Civilization temple in New York. On December 21st, Desmond Miles was killed inside the precursor structure. The grieving William Miles went underground and left the Brotherhood in the hands of Gavin Banks. Banks led a small team across the globe, attempting to rebuild assassin cells. We have confirmed sightings in Kyoto, Moscow, and Paris. Miles resurfaced in late 2013, and we have confirmed his involvement in the infiltration of Abstergo Entertainment Montreal by the assassins Sean Hastings and Rebecca Crane. Both Miles and Banks remain at large. Agent DaCosta has tasked the Akashic satellite Plexus to sweep the planet for traces of assassin activities. We have yet to locate them. Sean Hastings was a university professor whose hobby was leaking Abstergo secrets. He was hours away from being killed by Abstergo when he was saved by Rebecca Crane, an assassin hacker. Since then, the pair have been inseparable, providing technical support for assassin field agents. Hastings and Crane infiltrated Abstergo Entertainment Montreal in late 2013, and were responsible for the theft of classified information. It is unclear if they planted the virus currently affecting the Helix servers, or if they merely left the door open for other hackers to exploit. Rebecca Crane's skills are not to be underestimated. She created the Animus 2.0, an assassin version of Warren Vidic's original machine. It appears that she was also largely responsible for establishing a new, more secure assassin network. It would seem Crane and Hastings have been promoted within the Brotherhood.
그렇군요.
There are rumors that they are now leading some kind of hacker collective known as the Initiates, and attempting to lure them to the assassin side. Details of Harlan T. Cunningham's life were difficult to acquire,
누구죠?
as many traces of his identity before becoming an assassin were altered or erased by Gavin Banks. It is only thanks to Agent DaCosta's remarkable skills that we are able to piece together this profile. Cunningham was outed as homosexual in high school, which unfortunately ruined a promising wrestling career. He left Texas as quickly as he could, and fled to Europe. Cunningham was recruited by the Brotherhood in Florence, Italy, under the leadership of assassin veteran Adriano Maestranzi. Sigma team attacked the Florence hideout in 2012, but Maestranzi detonated a bomb. 3 assassins were killed before the explosion, but Sigma team was annihilated in the process.
교회 같네요. 교회도 그렇던데.
Cunningham and I were the only survivors. Cunningham
꼭
was
9명을
last
그렇게
sighted
채워야
in
됩니까?
Rotterdam,
그 강박증 아님?
alongside Aaron Schutt, a former mixed martial arts champion who
4천왕 중에 한 명이 죽었어. 한 명을 더 채워넣어야지 4천왕이 돼.
It is clear that Cunningham is mentoring Schutt in the ways of the Brotherhood. Although physically gifted and extremely dangerous, Schutt is a poor choice as an assassin. He is incapable of keeping a low profile and will compromise the Brotherhood despite himself. Recently, Cunningham stole a piece of Eden from an Abstergo facility in Rotterdam. During the operation, Schutt was charged to attack Abstergo employees throughout the city to draw attention away from his mentor. Although Sigma team managed to reclaim the item, both Cunningham and Schutt escaped. I will not allow Cunningham to get away from me a 3rd time. The first civilization entity known as Juno re-emerged from the Grand Temple in New York in December 2012. Although no longer a corporeal being, she exists as a kind of digital consciousness somewhere in the Abstergo cloud. To accomplish her goals in the real world, Juno uses 2 types of people. The first is another precursor consciousness that emerges in a human being at random. This person is commonly known as a sage. Juno also holds sway over a group of disciples called the Instruments of the First Will, who believe it is humanity's natural role to serve the first civilization. Abstergo is currently using the First Will as a cheap and hands-off way of acquiring pieces of Eden and other relics. However, I suspect that the reverse is also true, that they are using our resources to locate objects that will help them further their own goals. I do not trust them, but for now, all I can do is have DaCosta monitor their activities. Juno's motives are unclear. Although she has made one attempt to possess a corporeal body, she appears to be more powerful as a digital entity. Agent DaCosta fears that should humanity ever achieve singularity, a fusion of humanity and machines, Juno would become unstoppable. Ironically, it is Abstergo itself which is driving civilization in that direction.
윤호 얘기가 나오네?
Given the nature of our current investigation, I have been looking at other assassins who, despite themselves, have helped the Templar cause. The first is Clay Kazmarek, who infiltrated Warren Vidick's Animus project in Rome. He became the project's Subject 16. Kazmarek's rich ancestry helped Vidick to identify the Renaissance assassin Ezio Auditore as a person of interest. Driven mad by overexposure to the Animus, he committed suicide. However, Kazmarek may have unexpectedly become useful again. While in the Animus, Subject 16 came into contact with the first civilization entity known as Juno. Perhaps studying his bizarre Animus experiences can help us find a way to deal with the looming threat Juno promises. With Subject 16 out of the picture, Vidick needed a replacement. Desmond Miles, a runaway assassin, was captured in September 2012 and was used as Animus Subject 17 to further the search for an Apple of Eden. He managed to escape and uncovered an imminent threat to the planet, a solar flare similar to the one that wiped out the precursor race over 75,000 years ago. Desmond Miles also reactivated a first civilization temple in New York and used it to save the world, but it cost him his life. Abstergo recovered his body. In death, Desmond Miles became Sample 17, and his valuable genetic data was uploaded to the cloud servers in order to benefit all branches
강박증이네,
of
강박증.
Abstergo.
나카무라 미츠코는 뭐예요?
Or die, we must continue
일본
to find
새끼들
ways to make
일본 놈도
the
집어넣었네.
assassins work for us.
이건 뭐죠?
The assassins would have you believe that Al-Mualim was a great mentor who became corrupted with greed.
아무튼
And that
양놈들은
he schemed
씨발,
with the
아유.
Templars to acquire an apple of Eden. I see instead a shrewd and cunning leader. A man who used his best assassin, Altair ibn Lahad, to eliminate his conspirators in order to keep the apple for himself, so that he could use it to enforce world peace. While it must be stated unequivocally that Al-Mualim was not a Templar, it is interesting to me that his vision of peace was more in line with Templar philosophy than assassin. In the past, both sides had the same goal, that of peace. Our only difference was how we chose to achieve it. Had Al-Mualim not been killed by Altair and allowed to carry out his plan, perhaps we would not be fighting now. It was only after Altair reformed the Brotherhood with its new ideals of free will that the conflict truly escalated and spread across the planet. For if the so-called wise man of the mountain can see things from our point of view, surely the same can be said for other assassins. Francois Macandal saved Baptiste from slavery and inducted him into his so-called Brotherhood. Macandal was a vicious mentor, and in his desperate attempt to liberate slaves, he broke his own creed by indiscriminately killing nobles. Misguided as they are, some assassins are honorable. Macandal was not one of them. Thanks to the calculating genius of Madeleine de Lille, the Templars made an example of Macandal by way of public execution in 1758. His pathetic excuse for a brotherhood quickly fell apart. When his comrade and childhood friend Agathe fled to Louisiana, Baptiste saw the futility of his former life in Macandal's brotherhood. Madeleine saw Baptiste's potential and instructed the Templars in New Orleans to strike a deal with him. If he could draw Agathe out of hiding and eliminate him, he would be granted a place in the Templar Order. Although Baptiste was killed by the assassin Aveline de Grandpré, his path clearly demonstrates the inherent superiority of Templar ideals over assassin terrorism. Duncan Walpole rose to the ranks to become a master assassin, but he was restricted by a brotherhood which chose to send him across the ocean to the West Indies, rather than find a way to nurture his potential. Once there, Duncan attracted the notice of Laureano Torres, former governor of Cuba and Templar Grand Master. Through their correspondence, Torres offered a less violent way to achieve their mutual goals, by using precursor artifacts as a surveillance system, rather than the murders and scheming favored by the Brotherhood. Sadly, Duncan was killed by a pirate before the Templars could help him achieve his potential. Although Duncan's story does not have a happy ending, it clearly demonstrates that the Templars' highest goals of peace and order need not exclude personal success and achievement. Nathan Kenway remains a controversial figure for me. I have great respect for him. After all, he was the Grand Master of the Colonial Rite, charged with finding a precursor site. Haytham was cunning and ruthless, but he had a streak of emotional weakness that ultimately triggered his downfall. He lost his father when he was a child, and the British Grand Master Reginald Birch raised him to become a Templar Knight. Haytham eventually learned that his father, Edward, had been an assassin. That he chose to stay a Templar, rather than follow in his father's footsteps, indicates to me that he believed he was already on the right path. When Haytham discovered that Birch was the one who murdered his father, he and his sister killed him in revenge. I believe this was the beginning of his downfall. Templars kill for efficiency, not petty emotions. When he discovered that his son
자기 딸
Connor
때문에
was an
개새끼가
assassin
된 이
working
새끼가
against
말이
him in the
많다.
colonies, the same emotional weakness stayed his blade. A pity Connor did not show him the same mercy.
저는 자기 모순적이네요. 자유당 보는 것 같아.
Like Haytham Kenway, Daniel Cross came from an assassin bloodline, as the Orlov family had at least 2 generations who served the Brotherhood. Daniel Cross's history of drug addiction and animus-induced psychosis should not take away from his many accomplishments for the Templar cause. Under the influence of Warren Vidic, he was planted into the Brotherhood and earned their trust, eventually meeting their reclusive mentor. Then his subliminal programming activated, and he killed the mentor, triggering the first great purge of the modern age. Al-Mualim, Haras, Vali Sel Tradat, Baptiste, Duncan Walpole, Haytham Kenway, Lucy Stillman, Daniel Cross. These are but a few prominent examples of something I've always felt. That there will always be assassins who are willing to abandon their cause to serve ours. Yet there is no one who embodies this idea better than Sheikh Cormac. And I want the assassins to confront this painful reality.
Speak.
Why has Violet DaCosta been removed from Sigma Team?
I'm reassigning our assets as I see fit to align with the goals of the Phoenix Project.
The Phoenix Project? Sigma Team would be of more use hunting down the remaining assassins. Let Delta Team hunt precursor relics instead.
Those relics are the key to sequencing First Civilization DNA. Accomplishing that goal will in turn make the assassins even less of a threat than they are now.
Be that as it may, Agent DaCosta should not be wasted on something like Abstergo Entertainment.
Last year's fiasco with the Sample 17 project showed me that Abstergo Entertainment is more than just a disposable subsidiary. It's the best resource we have to finding new pieces of Eden.
It is a weak link that has been compromised by our enemies time and time again.
All the more reason to have DaCosta secure their access to the cloud servers. We're confident that Melanie LeMay won't fuck it up, like Olivier Garneau.
Bringing a civilian like that into our ranks is also unwise.
Time will tell with Miss LeMay, but she handled the John Standish situation with an even hand. She helped us discover the existence of sages, and in doing so, has done more for Phoenix than you have, Mr. Berg.
She also continues to ignore the presence of the instruments of the First Will within her operation.
Those whack jobs are actually useful to us for now. They're a cheap source of relics we can exploit. If they become too much of a problem, we'll deal with them with the same efficiency we deal with the assassins.
Giving the assassins time to regroup is a tactical mistake. We should strike them now while they are at their most vulnerable.
We value your passion and expertise, Mr. Berg, and your concerns have been noted. Now pack your bags. You've got a busy year ahead of you.
개새끼와 18년이네요. 진짜 싫어하는 부류의 사람들이 많이 나오는 듯.
Field report, Phoenix Project, November 1st, 2013. Agent DaCosta alerted me to a possible lead on the Koh-i-Noor diamond. A replica can be found among the crown jewels of England. However, the true diamond is a powerful piece
아까 말한
of
그 뭐
and has been lost
아마
for
그럴 걸.
centuries. Jot Sura is a programmer at Mysore Tech, a company working with Abstergo Entertainment to release a variant of the Animus headset to Asia, called the Brahman device. He's been associating with Siobhan Dami, the sister of Jadseep Dami, a known assassin. Could the Brotherhood be using the Brahman device to locate the Koh-i-Noor? Until we have more evidence, I have decided to use a local Abstergo strike force rather than mobilize Sigma team. Update, November 3rd, 2013.
저기 인도의 그거라고.
Jatsura was abducted
저번에
outside of
3에 나왔던
Dreamland
건가?
Studios in Mumbai. He was seen being forced into a van by Siobhan and Jadsid Dami. This confirms my suspicions. The assassins must be using Jatsura's genetic memories to locate the Kohinoor. I have authorized the local Abstergo soldiers to engage and eliminate the assassins, with instructions that the Brahmin device must be kept intact. I am en route to India. Update, November 4th, 2013. I arrived in India too late. Our strike team engaged the assassins in 2 separate conflicts. The body of Siobhan Dami was found at the first site, but her remains were too badly damaged in an explosion to collect any genetic information. I found the Brahmin device at the second site, but after reviewing the genetic memories recorded within, I am relieved to find that Jatsura's bloodline was a dead end. The real Kohinoor diamond remains lost to both sides. Jadsid Dami escaped, which means we must monitor this new assassin activity in India closely. I am closing this file and proceeding to my next mission.
This is a priority message to all Sigma team operatives. Assassins have stolen an artifact from a Rotterdam storage facility. Rally point is at 51.887107 by 4.559017. Be there at 0600 local time. Stragglers will be put to death, so move it. Listen up, losers. There are 2 confirmed assassins operating in the city. Target number 1 is Harlan Cunningham, the only survivor of a cell in Florence that our fearless leader eradicated a couple of years back. He stole the precursor box and is on the run. Target number 2 has been identified as Aaron Shute, former MMA champion, and now Cunningham's disciple and lover. How romantic. He's running interference, murdering our Templar agents embedded in Abstergo facilities throughout the city.
Sorkin, take Sigma team and go after Shute. I will take down Cunningham myself and recover the artifact.
I don't like the idea of you going alone, boss.
I want to deal with him personally. Sigma team, maintain contact with Violet at all times. You have your orders.
Sorkin, you dipshit! Don't engage him hand-to-hand. Pull your men back!
Get some! He's got my gun!
Sniper 1, do you have a shot?
Negative. He's using Sorkin as a shield.
He's tearing us apart! Take the shot! Ah!
I hit Sorkin. He dropped a smoke bomb. I've lost visual.
He's gone.
That's our cue. Pick up your sorry asses and get to the extraction point. Double time.
Just fucking kill me already.
I had a dream about you.
Ah, that's sweet. But I'm with someone.
In my dream, you never made it out of Florence alive.
What can I say?
피렌체라고.
I'm too stubborn to die. Hello, lover.
Perkele!
We can't leave the box behind.
Fuck that! I killed half the Sigma team. Let's quit while we're ahead.
See you in your dreams, Berg.
What a shit show.
Compile the relevant parts of our audio logs and send them to Letitia, England. Tell her this is exactly why she should be letting us hunt assassins.
피렌체라고 피렌체.
Hey, boss. Calling from Germany?
Yes, I am in Essen, searching for an artifact called the Ankh of Isis. Can you tell me anything about it?
Give me a minute to fire up my machines here. Okay. Not much. There's an obscure file from the data dump scanner that mentions it. It was allegedly 14th century Germany, where an assassin named Lucas Zergberg fought a Templar offshoot called the Brothers of the Cross. How original.
That's the file that led me to this bland shit pile. Is there anything else? Anything outside of Abstergo official records?
Nobody's ever seen the thing. There's all kinds of stories about its history. From Roman Gallia, Egypt during the Middle Ages, and even a cell of modern-day assassins. Oh. And it apparently raises the dead.
Is there any evidence to support this?
None at all. You know what I think? I think this is bullshit the assassins are spreading around so that people like us waste our valuable time sniffing after it. Smells like a trap.
Agreed. Keep an eye out for new information about the Ankh. While it may not lead to an artifact, we may be able to follow the data back to some assassins.
You got it, boss. Where are you off to next?
Cuba. I'm going to excavate the observatory.
Do you care to explain what happened in Paris?
Gavin Banks led a team of assassins to your laboratory and destroyed it.
That lab was supposed to be completely off the grid. How did they find
케빈
it?
뱅크스는 누구죠?
Banks is a known associate of Sean Hastings and Rebecca Crane, who have infiltrated Abstergo before. He is also not your typical assassin brawler. He follows information. They found a way to access your Helix servers. Nothing is off the grid anymore.
That facility was dedicated to studying the sage we recovered from Montreal last year.
If you had informed me of its existence, Sigma Team could have protected your interests.
Did you engage Banks' team?
Sorkin and I tracked them from Paris to La Rochelle, where their ship was waiting for them. We fought, but we were outnumbered. Sorkin was stabbed 7 times by an assassin we have identified as Galina Voronina.
And you let them get away?
Let's be very clear. I was trained to hunt and kill assassins. It was you who disbanded my team and sent me on a fool's errand across the surface of the Earth. I warned you this would happen.
You know what? I can admit when I'm wrong. You have my permission to reform Sigma Team.
I need DaCosta back.
Impossible. She's still in Montreal.
Unacceptable.
I've apologized for my oversight, Berg, but don't push me. The fact is, we need to find new sages. Alvaro Grammatica tells me that Melanie LeMay has a few promising leads in Montreal.
When will DaCosta be finished?
She's ahead of schedule on security upgrades and firewalls, but Helix is a target for assassins, Erudito, and the First Civilization consciousness. So, there have been some setbacks.
Is the building physically secure?
There's security on site.
Send me that.
Oh? I thought you were too good to be wasted on such trivial matters.
I wanted DaCosta back on my team, and if that building is a target, I need to make sure she's looked after. I will also improve their security, in my own way.
Very well, I'll start preparing the necessary documents. Like DaCosta, you'll be a consultant from Abstergo Industries, there to help bring them up to speed on some new policies.
In the meantime, send some extra agents to Paris. I suspect there may still be assassins lurking there.
예, 끝임? 아, 끝이네. 끝입니다. 그런데 아직 하나 남아있죠.